Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. A man who played collegiately over at East Lansing, it's Kenneth Walker III. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort: 20 carries, 87 yards, and a touchdown.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. A few issues here on the offensive line, apparently. He got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now this defense for the Lions, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They try to find Jackson Smith and Jigba. And it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. You talk about this Lions defense. Well, they've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Able to shake him off. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. He completes this to Walker. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Going to the air on the opening drive. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're brought out by a former number 1 overall pick coming off one of his best seasons ever in year 7 of his career, now in year 8, Jared Goff. They go play action here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Off play action. Here's Goff. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. A big play there for Detroit. 41 yards.
It's early, but a natural cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
2 yards to go, second down. Out of the gun, Goff. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And this is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And after it's time. We'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. This offense on third down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Geno down to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Take it at the 37.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return.
And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. So here are the Lions to take over. They were winners last week in that game against Kansas City, and they are on top right now as well. They've got it 1st and 10. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
They'll go with a rookie from Alabama. It's Jahmyr Gibbs.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football. They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
3rd and goal at the 4-yard line.
4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal.
Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like...
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Now the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
But he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Goff now looking to throw. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Geno. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. Touchdown! Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. And Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to clog the throwing lanes?
And a good job defensively. They stop him short. And now the punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll give him 9 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. We get a look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive.
He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the second quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback to run it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But boy, he's getting it done and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
On the give, here's Gibbs. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8.
The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Gibbs.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. The final shot before break here. Goff to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs
as time expires in the first half.
And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point try now for Patterson.
And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following in a...
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the 3rd. But it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD. And now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
Play action. It's Goff.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle. But they allow the conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Goff. Finding Williams once more, complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. it's Goff. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And he is going to have the Lions first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Goff now looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Off of play action, here's Smith. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Throwing on 2nd and long. Smith. They're complete to Smith and Jigba. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will cut this lead down to 25. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken at the goal line. And
Good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over.
Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
Goff.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
He'll take this to the 46.
And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding clock.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
55 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll try the air now with Goff.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working.
Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Out of the gun, Smith. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. On 1st down, it's Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Smith. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Jackson Smith-Njigba with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks get a bit closer.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. Flexing his muscle at the 30. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP. Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll run with Gibbs. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here. Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Patterson now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around. And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Extra point try now for Patterson. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days. You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side.
Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one goes for 24 yards. Gibbs straight ahead. 93 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Gibbs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Patterson now for the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Back to the air, Smith on second down. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 0-0. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the